As far as the greatest fighter ever, the Mount Rushmore, if I could trade careers with any fighter, it would be Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson. He has had the most epic career from one organization to another organization. Like he has just done, I would say, some of the most amazing things in the sport, and he did it for such a long time at such a high level. He pulled the old Anderson Silva where he made the division boring because he just smoked everybody.
Who would be your number 2 on that Mount Rushmore, and then your 3rd?
I don't even know the presidents on Mount Rushmore, so I don't know. There isn't. I don't look at it as again, it's Michael Jordan to LeBron James. It's not a realistic comparison. Everything's different. Is it money generated? Is it overall fights won? Is it for me, it's just like in my head, who would you if you could have any UFC career, anybody's career, who would it be for you?
I'm a big fan, and I've got to know Nick Diaz since I watched it. I would rent Blockbuster videos, and I saw
Wait,
this
did they
skinny
have
guy.
UFC at Blockbuster?
They did. I mean,
Georgia
once
did
upon a
not
time,
carry UFC at Blockbuster. You had to go to the Weird store, the Weird video store to get that.
they did it. I remember watching him, and obviously back then people weren't going to go say who won, but when he fought Robbie Lawler, I thought for sure the buff guy was going to win.
Yeah,
Robbie Lawler
yeah.
was
It was a tank.
the ruthless Robbie Lawler, and Nick was a skinny guy. I'm like, this skinny guy's going to get his butt
Yeah.
whooped. And when Nick knocked him out, I was like, how did this happen?
I was also watching that one at that time, and I was also like a little dumbfounded.
So, I mean, he's had an
Nick Diaz
interesting
is
career, and just getting to know him. I know he's not taking the most sound advice, and his career did what it did. But I mean, at his peak, I mean, he beat Takanori Gomi in
well,
Pride. At
Domi's a 55er. It was like
I think they fought at
they
60.
fought at
I
like a
think that they
weird, yeah, it was like 63. It
right.
was here in Vegas. I was there. I was actually in the locker
Yeah,
room with Diaz.
you
That
were.
fight. Yeah, I wasn't fighting, but I was there with another friend. And yeah, so yeah, and remember Gomi, once he got to the UFC, he fizzled quick.
He did. And do you think that had anything to do with the fighters, or in Pride they weren't? And this is what Hendo
No,
told me, they weren't testing
no, it's
for
look at Gomi.
steroids.
Gomi's body didn't change. Yeah, I mean, there was actually contractually you're allowed to do whatever's going to make you the best fighter. Yeah, it was, and even that was it was a pride event, but it was in Vegas, so they would have been the Vegas Athletic Commission if they did testing. But no, I just think I was just pointing out that it's like that career, it's kind of that maybe he wasn't all that.
Yeah, I mean, there was a different ones. And he fought. I was there. I'm sure you were there for the Anderson Silva Nick fight where Silva
Oh,
got
I was
busted.
in Vegas. That was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, for a bunch of. He was on the kitchen sink. I mean, what Silva got busted with after, and he was coming off the injury to Weidman, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why he was on a lot of things. But there's been some underrated, like you said, Mighty Mouse. I mean, technically, that guy could do just about anything,
Yeah.
and he did. Flying arm bars and went over to one to do it as well. But you fought, I mean, again, the who's who, Rashad, Rampage, Anderson Silva. Was there someone that you came across that you're like, hey, I wish I would have known this before this fight?
No, not really. Honestly, no. I mean, just most of what I would say, to look at my flaws and what I did was in my own training in life, things I should have done differently. And, again, we didn't know as much and we thought harder was better. And, yeah, I mean, in any athletic career, you're going to have regrets. I actually don't have that many, I mean, I regret yeah, maybe I regret it all. Maybe I'm wrong. Just regret everything. Yeah.